China is gearing up for a momentous occasion tomorrow. It will be marking 70 years since the founding of the People's Republic of China. And celebrations are set to be on it will be an unprecedented affair.
Beijing will be holding one of its biggest military parades in Tiananmen Square. Around 15,000 soldiers will march across the venue, and nearly 600 pieces of cutting-edge military hardware will be displayed, including tanks, a supersonic drone, and a new intercontinental ballistic missile capable of reaching the U.S.
But it's not just going to be a military spectacle. More than 100,000 citizens will also join in the festivities. They're going to walk alongside 70 floats, highlighting the country's accomplishments.
Beijing, the 70th anniversary, much of the parade will be heavy on symbolism involving the number 70. Parade organizers will be releasing 70,000 doves and 70,000 balloons. The procession will also be streamed in 70 movie theaters nationwide.
Now, security at Tiananmen Square will be very tight as the authorities plan for a smooth run. Roads will be closed in a huge perimeter around the venue. Kite flying and homing pigeons, they have been barred in that area ahead of tomorrow.
But smog could cast a literal cloud over the proceedings. Air pollution in the capital has spiked in recent days, with the number of hazardous airborne particles hitting worrying levels today.
Ahead of the big day, President Xi Jinping and other top officials attended a ceremony to honor national heroes. It's part of Martyrs' Day celebrations. First designated 6 years ago, the day commemorates the people who lost their lives for the nation.
Olivia Seong joins us now from Beijing for more on the preparations for the big day, which are in full swing. Olivia, there's a National Day reception underway right now. I understand President Xi Jinping spoke at the start. What did he say?
Well, before getting to what President Xi had to say at this reception, we have to know that this National Day reception is typically a yearly affair that's organized by the State Council. And typically we would see the Chinese Premier making the address. But this time round, we are seeing that it's Chinese President Xi Jinping making the opening remarks. He had also done this during the 65th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. So it just shows the amount of importance that's being placed on this momentous occasion that's coming up tomorrow. Now, in his speech, Chinese President Xi, he called for unity among the people, among the different ethnic groups here in China, as well as among overseas Chinese. And he said that in these 70 years under the Communist Party, China has entered a new era of socialism with Chinese characteristics, and that is now at the forefront of the times. And in this 70 years, he also pointed out that China has held on to peaceful development, and this is something that he says should continue moving forward. Now, given the backdrop of the political turmoil that is going on in Hong Kong, President Xi also did say that China must continue to uphold the one country, two systems principle, and that with the backing of the mainland, its compatriots in Hong Kong and Macau will be able to prosper together. He also made reference to the self-ruled island of Taiwan, emphasizing that the one China principle, one China rule must continue to be told as well. And so, President Xi calling for unity at this point in time as China goes into marking its 70th anniversary tomorrow.
Ollie, even as President Xi Jinping puts forward that idea of unity amongst the people, that idea of a new era for the people of China, the prep work is continuing. What's the message that China wants to send to the rest of the world with these celebrations tomorrow?
Well, first, you have to know that besides the international audience, domestically, it will be about promoting national pride. And of course, we are looking towards that military parade, the massive military parade, the largest ever that China has held. And in terms of scale, we are looking at, this parade being bigger than the 50th and 60th parades that were, 50th and 60th anniversary parades that were held previously. And it's also bigger than the last military parade that China held in 2015 to mark its victory over Japan in World War II. President Xi also overseeing that military parade. And, just some statistics. This time the parade will see 15,000 military personnel, over 160 aircraft, as well as 580 pieces of weaponry and equipment on display. And the parade will go on for 80 minutes. And the international community will be watching, given the growing rivalry between China and the United States. Chinese officials are saying that this parade is not targeted at any country and it's not flexing its muscles, but this is certainly the backdrop that we are going into tomorrow with.